And welcome back to Space Engineers, The Lost Colony. Thank you so much for your support so far in the series. We have a decent number of episodes, and today we're picking up after having just completed the Vaughn Brothers facility. Got my speeder bike here, and we're just gonna... I think the best approach at this point is to just kind of go around to the various GPS locations that haven't been explored and explore them. So, to that end, the Vaughn Brothers we've explored, but there's a buried treasure in that collection of waypoints that maybe I can specifically find here. That's the Vaughn Brothers right there, and the buried treasure is just right over. Well, okay, here, yeah, here is the Vasquez Stuff Cave. Now, I believe this was something that was on a pad in town, and I think that Mr. Vasquez hid some stuff out here. I'd have to go back and look, but we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the cave. Go ahead and land the speeder bike. Now these caves are very well done. They're very well designed. It's very clear that somebody carved them by hand, essentially, and they're just really nice. So we'll go ahead and get out of the vehicle there and get my gun ready just in case there's turrets, and we'll head on in. I don't see any turrets right away. It appears to be a lower level there, and I'm not sure if this wraps around or if it keeps going. It looks like it keeps going. May have to come explore that lower level later. Looks like I can get down to it from the entrance too, pretty easily, but let's go further back first. See what's back here. Okay, we got a few different passages. I'm just gonna kind of stay to the left, and we'll kind of peel around this way. And it looks like it does take us down to this lower level. It's actually a fairly large cave. Still no sign of opposition or anything to worry about. Okay, we finally see something there. Looks like some crates. Interesting shadow that's up on the ceiling. I don't understand why that would be up on the ceiling. Interesting how the light's doing that there, but whatever. Okay, here's the crates, and let's take a look. Okay, so we got some uranium and some reactor components. Very nice. Explosives and computers. You know, honestly, not that great. Yeah, I mean, there's just not anything that spectacular, to be honest, and I think I've explored the cave pretty thoroughly. I mean, a few uranium ingots is nice, but it's really not that substantial of a cave, to be honest. Well, I guess that at least concludes the cave. I mean, maybe I need to go back to the beginning and search that down area, but I think that's where it led me back around to, and there just wasn't anything there, so at the very least, we'll put our stuff in our speeder bike. But, yeah, I guess we'll mark that as completed. Okay, now with that, we'll go ahead and head back on up. Oops, forgot to turn it on. Always turn on your speeder bike. Okay. Let's head over here. This is it's a farm, and it's something we saw a pad about, I think. It's because the farmers are all feuding, so this is what? Got a vehicle here, which is nice. Alright. Actually, you know what? This is not even where the waypoint is directing me. This is farm near the waypoint. Waypoint is down here somewhere, I think. Alright, well, we'll review the exterior real quick first. And nothing really substantial out here. There's a ladder. Let's take a look. Okay, and we do have windmill and antenna there, but nothing substantial on the ceiling as usual. So we'll head back down and go in the front door. And check the closet, nothing. Check the locker. A couple of interior plates and girders, which is nice. Great for building windmills. I feel like girders are the main component of windmills. Like if you're thinking, like solar panels, obviously the solar cells, but girders seem like they're the main component of windmills. Okay, so just a standard house kind of thing here with corridors and bathrooms and things. And kind of a back living room / kitchen area, which is really nice. And we do have a pad here. Let's read it. Leroy Holloway, lucky idiot. Gotta say, I'm damn lucky the turret was offline, otherwise I would have been shot down before I bumped into it. I'm starting to see why they tell people not to enter these old bunkers. I just waltzed straight inside like an idiot. Lucky idiot, but still. Nevertheless, it was totally worth it. Gold and silver to last a lifetime. If I fix the turret, I'll have to have a nice vault for myself. Maybe build me a nice farmstead nearby for easy access. Okay, so we did get a bunker coordinate that has apparently gold and silver in it. So we'll go ahead and mark this small bunker Leroy on the map. And that could be useful if we need gold and silver later. I think we might have some idea about silver, but that gives us even more, which is very useful. Well, I guess with that done, let's get back in our speeder and figure out where we're going to go next. This is so convenient because you can just quickly fly right up high, and pretty much you can figure out where you want to go. You know, this game doesn't really have any maps, so I mean, you know, it has the scroll out visual button, but that is the best you can do for a map. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and try to take this vehicle with me back to base, just because I'm here and it's out in the open, and you know, it's a heavy duty vehicle, so why not? So, oh boy, we got it's heavy, 23.3 kg altogether. You know, which for a down thrusting engine should be able to handle, but first I'm going to go over to this small bunker location that I've noted here on the map, and I just don't remember. It says small bunker Leroy, so this must have been the one that we just read about in the pad in Leroy's farm there. And he says this is the nearby bunker that has a source of gold and silver. So let's get parked here. Okay, and that's gonna roll away. Hopefully it'll stop. Good. Okay. With that in place, and I'm just gonna leave that right there. Let me empty out my inventory right quick, and then let's head on into the to Leroy's cave up here. Now, I don't recall ever. I think, by the way, I know that I've mentioned this in the past. I've done this playthrough, this scenario before, but I stopped at a certain point, and I don't recall getting much further than about this point. I was working on the reactor, and I don't remember exploring this cave, so this is pretty much new to me. Okay, it looks like a somewhat conventional tunnel in and down. We've seen this kind of thing before. And there is the green bunker texture. Just kind of zooming in, looking for turrets guarding the door. I'm not seeing any. Yeah, I don't see any at all. And the door is closed, so I can go ahead and head right up to it. And looking in these windows, it's hard to see, it's kind of dark, but I don't see a turret. Just in case, I'm going to stand off to the side. And then let me just kind of dash inside. Actually, if I can get an angle with my viewing, yeah, there's no turret that's going to get me right away, so at least I can go inside a little and get some light on the situation, perhaps. It's crazy to think that these bunkers still have power. Okay, there's a turret. I'm gonna have to get an angle on it and then just quickly... Damn it. Hang on, 1 second. Okay, and we're back to the bunker here, and turn on the lights there. Okay, there's our body. Let's see if I can get that without dying. Very good. Okay, so I think I just need to be more stealthy and quick about this. Probably need to wait longer in between times I run out into the potential line of fire. It can't get a fix on me over here, but it can when I run out, so I just have to be more patient, get a few shots at a time. I've got the right angle now, and I'll just wait like 5 seconds in between attacks so it doesn't get a good fix and doesn't remember where I was. And I might have killed it in that one. I saw a flash that may have, nope. I think it was, oh, there we go. Now it's dead. Okay, so we've succeeded in taking out that turret. Let's go ahead and just finish it off with the grinder. Okay, get the ammo. And looks like this wall has collapsed and the dirt has been let in because of that. And if I were to drill down, I think I'd just find a corner, yeah. So it's nothing hidden or anything, it's just part of the scenery. Let's check these crates. Got some scrap metal and some silver, argentium. And that is pretty much it for this room. The turret room. Now that is a deformed wall, and it leads back to this battery bank. Again, this is why these bunkers still have power, is because they have so many batteries, and the batteries last quite a long time when they're not powering anything that's too energy intensive, like these corner lights are not. Again, if we were to drill this out, it would just lead to a corner, I'm pretty sure. And same here. And that came from the ceiling, that one. So, let's see if I can fix this such that the particle effect isn't obscuring my vision. Yeah, we already got these. Okay, so I came in and I turned left to get into this room, right? Yeah. So is there a path to the right up here? No. Okay, so I do have to go around. Okay. So we'll go back through here and carefully proceed to the next area. Okay, no turret, but a broken light. Let me carefully proceed to the next area, and I do not see any turrets. I think we're good to go. Cobalt ingots, always convenient. You need that for metal plates and large steel tubes. And what do we got here? Gold and silver. Platinum, a couple platinums, always nice. You can get level 3 tools that way. You know, I'm not seeing any marker, any mineral marker that indicates that there's a gold or silver source here, despite Leroy saying that in the pad. There's also, for one of the first times ever, no pads at all in this building, so it's purely for show. There's no advancement of the story other than just a few resources in a random location. Again, trying to find that gold and silver, I'm not getting a reading that I can see anyway. We'll go ahead and take these components from these crates though. A few extra steel plates from the side. Could break down a battery, I suppose. Oh, here we go. Here's a locker I missed the first time around. Let's check this out. Or not. I'm not sure why I didn't check out the locker. Did I look at that? I just forgot? I don't remember. But either way, I guess I didn't check it out now, so head back to the vehicles here. We do have a full inventory, so that's probably one issue. Well, in any event, if I want to move this thing, I'm probably going to have to drive it like this. Perhaps. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh, shit. I hate that. I think if I just... Can I just get in here and fix this? Go ahead and turn the power on and just push forward a little. Yes. Oh boy. That is dangerous. Okay, well I guess I'll just fly it home. And then we will park it in our ever-expanding parking lot. And then we'll have to find another waypoint to tackle. Now, this is kind of, you know, the early to mid-game of this scenario. If you've played the scenario before, you know that a lot of time gets spent in the mid-game working on the reactor. And that is one of the next things we're going to start thinking about. And we're going to do that real soon. But in the meantime, we are going to maybe take another look at a couple more waypoints first. And also in the meantime, it's, you know, base building is always part of this game. And I think that we'll probably want to keep expanding our base a little bit here. And with additional vehicles, we have additional mobility or accessibility or whatever you want to call it, and that's a good thing too. So we can get around more easily, get resources more easily, etc. Okay, so with that, let me just drive this thing over a little bit closer. And let me cut ahead. I'm gonna unload my inventories off screen here. Okay, and I'm back. And as you can see, there's a large planet about to eclipse the sun here. And that's really cool. Another amazing thing that this game does well is it simulates the sun, but it actually has planets that move relative to, well, I'm not sure if it's the planet moving or I know the sun moves relative to the planet, unlike real life. But I'm not sure if the other planet moves or if it's the sun moving. I think it's both. I don't believe the planets rotate about an axis, that is, you know. But anyway, I just wanted to bring you in for that. And now we're going to go ahead and move on to the next thing. We have a couple of points that we still need to look at. Buried Bunker, Archie's Cave, Holloway Farm we just did. So we'll mark that off at least. And now with that, I guess we can look at, yeah, we'll mark off Leroy Small Bunker as well. Vasquez Mining, Archie Bunker, maybe that's the joke. Archie's Loot, and the Buried Bunker, okay, are the three that we have. And that's not very many, but that is really good progress. So we'll go ahead and do that. Let's get back in our flyer for that. So yeah, I changed my mind. Let's get in the fighter. I do think there are still some turrets that are active. And this thing is charging up its battery pretty well, so, you know, with 383 kWh stored, 54 minutes until fully recharged, I think we've got a pretty good time frame to use this fighter. So I'm going to go ahead and use it for today's mission. Alright, let's head over. I think, so the few waypoints that we have remaining are part of the map that we haven't explored. which is why I think we need a fighter to go down there. Archie's cave loot, Vasquez mining, and the small bunker, I'm not sure where that is. I'll have to track that down a little bit later. But let's start with this cave over here. Now, I'm not taking any fire yet. Don't seem to be taking fire yet. I do know from prior playthroughs that there's at least one turret over on this hill somewhere. That caught me by surprise when I played it the first time, and I'm not going to be caught again, which is why we're taking the fighter out today. Don't appear to be taking fire from Vasquez. Don't see any turrets either. Okay, I think we're good to proceed to Vasquez. If we so choose, and let's take a look. Okay, and I don't see anything that would be dangerous in here. Let me just take a peek in the garage real quick. We still have 19 minutes of flying time with this vehicle, although it drops to like only a few minutes if we're flying actively. You know, while we're over here, we might as well just explore and take out any defenses that we come across. There's a nice mountain road going up here. Let's see what we've got up at the top of this road. Keeping my eyes peeled for opposition. And I think I'm getting some, yes. There it is. Okay, we gotta take out this turret. We're getting... Oh, it's shooting at us. Okay, well, we're taking some hits, but I'm gonna fly in closer and we got it. We got the turret. Oh, we're getting another one. Where is it? Hard to see where it is. Okay, and we got it. Very good, very good. This fighter has held up surprisingly well. Well, we've definitely lost a wing and one forward thruster. And everything else seems intact, though, surprisingly. Cockpit has a couple bullet holes, but you'll have that. Okay, we've destroyed 2 turrets on this mountain. We've covered kind of the bottom and the left side of the mountain. Maybe we want to go finish covering the mountain while we can, while we have a few minutes of flying time left. Don't see anything else down at this specific location. And we do have enough thrusters to maintain pretty good control still. So I think we should check out the antenna up here. So we'll go on up here and see if there's any other defenses that we encounter. Nothing so far. Kind of looking around these woods. Okay, we're getting some, I think. Yes, we're definitely taking fire now. Okay. I need to change views. Alright. So one nice thing about Gatling turrets is you don't have to do this manually, but since I've only got these Gatling guns, I have to do this manually. Ooh, and we are taking fire. I need to get this turret out of there. Oh man, come on, there we go. Well, this poor little vehicle has taken some hits. I'm surprised it's still intact. Yeah, I'm surprised we're still up in the air. It is definitely suffering. I think I definitely need to get it back home before it crashes. And I need to repair a number of the engines. But overall, I'm very proud that it was able to take out 3 turrets without having to be repaired until now. I think that's going to cover the turrets on this mountain too, because we've covered the mountain fairly thoroughly. I'm flying over a part that we haven't gone over yet, but assuming we don't get shot down over the next kilometer, we should be okay. Yeah, we're good. I think this mountain is cleared. So we'll go back to base now and park this vehicle for repairs. You know, never underestimate the value of a good fighter vehicle, good support craft. We'll fly this in for a landing here, keeping in mind that we may have lost a couple engines, so our control of the vehicle is going to be less good than usual. The drift is going to slow down less quickly with the dampeners, so let's go ahead and position it here and plug it into the system. Okay, and we're just about there. There we go. And down. And good. Okay, we'll go ahead and attach. And that will continue to get battery charge. But in the meantime, we can take the non-combat flyer and... Actually, I just got my stuff back. But, I can do some repair work on this real quick, see what we can come up with. And actually, I'll keep some of this on camera. I was about to cut my footage, but, you know, it might be kind of fun to stick around and look at what needs to be repaired. We need bulletproof glass for the cockpit. Took quite a few bullets. Those will fade out and heal now, I think. Yeah, the bullet holes in the cockpit are gone now. The front armor section here needs to be repaired. Probably should use heavy armor on that section in the future. But that little snowplow shape kind of worked really well to deflect some of the bullets. Probably need stronger armor on the sides to protect the engines. But we'll get some more materials and we'll go ahead and we'll have to replace some of the engines, the thrusters. Okay, and I think I've got a pretty good handle on most of the thrusters now. I skipped ahead a little. I've repaired most of the damaged blocks, and I just need to add a couple more thrusters. So let's get our number 9 and place it here. Well, this is the light armor. Okay, so that creates the winglet again. And then we'll go ahead and place the thruster. Okay, right there. And we'll go ahead and weld that up. Okay, and skipping ahead once again, we've got most of the winglets repaired, and we're just putting in just a little bit of heavy armor here, like I was thinking a second ago, to shield the thrusters from incoming gunfire. And these heavy thrusters, or heavy armor, require metal grids, which makes them much more expensive than regular light armor blocks, which are just steel plates. But they're going to do a better job at holding up against gunfire. Think of it as upgrading from 1 or 2 hit points to 6 or 8 hit points. Okay, so with that, I'd say our ship is pretty well repaired for the most part, and now I think we can finally do something moving forward here. And we'll get a little of this uranium and put it in the small ship here so that it will keep going, which is very important. If I can reach the reactor panel, there we go. So a couple more uranium, that'll help extend the flight time of that ship. And we'll go ahead and take her up into the atmosphere now and see where else we want to go. Let's check out over here and make sure all of these signals have been explored. They all look good. We'll check out over here. Now the buried bunker is down there, and I'm pretty sure it's just referencing the Von Brothers mining buried bunker that we came across. Right down here. So we already did that one, so I should turn that green. Okay, so we'll turn that complete. And then we just have Archie's Loot and Vasquez Mining. And then we're done with our current waypoints, which were the ones initially derived from the town upon our first visit. So here's Archie's Loot, and it's right south of the Vasquez Mining. We may do Vasquez Mining in a separate episode, but for now, let's do Archie's Loot. So we'll come down here to this interesting cave and park right next to it. Nice soft landing, as usual. And we'll get nice and close to the cave. Here we go. The sun is coming up here, as you can see. And a nice soft landing, as usual. And go ahead and turn the power off. Well, maybe not. Get out of the ship. Let's take a look. We got a nice little opening with an opening on the other side, a little stone walkway. I think we need to go across the stone walkway. And not seeing any signs of opposition quite yet, or anything at all, really. There's a soft sand area down there. Nothing up there, and we'll head down around this way. We do have ice being detected by our drill. And here's that sand spot. So I should probably dig there at some point. And there's ice. Very nice. Okay, so I think the secret of this cave is in this dirt patch here. So let's go ahead and right-click dig this dirt into, and we'll take a look in this crate. Okay, and we do have gold, silver credits, and a tier 2 drill, or welder, or, welding saw. And is that it? Is that all we're going to get from this cave? Nope, there's another one. Okay, very good. And raw silver and gold. So this cave seems to be storing silver and gold. And that might be it. It's pretty nice, but it's not amazing. Go ahead and just grab some ice maybe to make up the difference, because we could always use more ice. And let's head back to the flyer, keeping an eye for anywhere we might have missed. Otherwise, that was a somewhat underwhelming point of interest, but we got some good stuff anyway. I think I'm going to call it an episode at this point because it makes sense to cut it here. So thank you so much for watching. It's been fun once again. We are almost done with our waypoints, and then we can finally move on to resuming our work in town and so forth and so on. But if you like what you saw, definitely check me out for the next video. Like, subscribe, all that. We'll see you then on Space Engineers: The Lost Colony. Thank you once again.